Hello, my yoga loves. So we are nearing the end of our August yoga series. And, I've been trying to make sure that we do at least 2 meditations each series because meditation is a part of a complete yoga practice. So if you're new here, I am Megan. Welcome to Everybody Yoga with Megan. And I recommend when we do our meditations that you lay down, cover yourself in a blanket, put some socks on. But of course, if you are suffering from some anxiety or having a hard time decompressing, it is super okay to just put on some headphones and walk around. Please try to walk somewhere that you've already been before, that you know the path, where you are safe to be distracted. Maybe just walk around in circles in the house or something, but you manage yourself. And as you settle in whatever manner you choose for your meditation, I want you to just let some sighs out. Don't do big breaths to start, just like this sigh starts to work on the part of our brain that doesn't think but acts, that fight or flight part of the brain stem. And so we're just going to sigh a bit. Just a few more times, letting the body kind of dig in and figure out what it wants to let go of before we begin our really structured breathing. We're just giving the body a chance to meet us where the knowing mind is. So sometimes we can have a disconnect between our primal brain and our more advanced brain. And we see this a lot in high anxiety and PTSD, where the primal brain is really stuck in a tense situation, and it reads cues all around us as part of that tense situation. So this might be like when someone with PTSD hears a car backfire and their body thinks it's bullets, right? That's a very big example of that. So just a few more sighs. And on your next inhale, I want you to breathe in for a count of 4. And then you're going to hold for 4. And then exhale for 4. And hold for 4. So this is square breathing, okay? And I'll just join you. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And you can begin to let that square breathing go on whatever last hold you have. You might feel the need afterwards to take a couple of deep breaths, to kind of sigh, and just let whatever's naturally being called to happen in your body happen. I want you to shift your attention away from your breath and back into your internal mind, as if you can see your brain from the inside. And you can choose to make this as anatomical as you like. But we're just putting our energy from the front of our skull all across the top into the back, right at the base of the neck. Acknowledging that the spinal cord reaches the brain. That all of our thinking can be expressed through that spinal cord. And it might be difficult to try to hold space for both the left and right hemispheres at the same time, but try to do so. The whole brain is one unit. Balancing, thinking about the front and the back of the head. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes close if they're not already. See if you can keep your attention on the left hemisphere of the brain. And then shift your attention to your right fingertips. And then come back up to the left hemisphere of the brain. And then back down to the right fingertips. And maybe this attention brings a tingling sensation. Maybe not. Now see if you can hold space simultaneously. Left hemisphere of brain, right fingertips. Take an inhale in to wash the body. And sigh. Take your attention now to the right hemisphere of the brain. And down to the left fingertips. And back up to the right hemisphere. and back down to the left fingertips. And then holding space for both at the same time. Take a big inhale in. Sighing out. Take your attention now to the space between your eyebrows. And see if you can take that attention, almost like a laser pointer, coming from the outside of the skin, through the skull, to the inside. Noticing as you look around in that area, any muscles that support the eyes. Any nerves. And it's okay if you're using your physical eyes right now to kind of turn around inside your head where you think those nerves would be. Eventually, we'll be able to shift our attention without our physical eyes. Now I want you to see the connection point between that ocular nerve and the brain. You don't have to know anatomically where that happens. Just acknowledging that what we see informs the brainstem at a very basic level, if we are safe or not safe. And then from there, our higher brain discerns information. Now I want you to envision that that space between your eyebrows has a third eye. And that third eye has its own muscle structure, its own ocular nerve plugged into the brain. And this third eye is our all-knowing, all-sensing eye. And if our human eyes and human brainstem are stuck in a pattern of anxiety or stress or worry, this third eye transcends all of that. And it nurtures us and guides us to safety in a way that's not stressful to the body, that doesn't spike our blood pressure, doesn't make our heart beat faster. It just tells us what we need to know in a very calm manner, protecting us even in the message that's being delivered. And you get to choose how often you want this third eye to be awake and present for you. You can even say verbally, I want my third eye awake and present for me today. Maybe you're going into a big meeting at work or having conversations with your partner, and you want your all-knowing self to be present. And for the next few moments, I want you to just breathe and focus on this third eye. On your next inhale, take a big belly breath of air in and sigh. Begin to move and wiggle, waking the body up, coming back to the here and now. No matter where you are, if you're still lying down or turn to your side, just cross your hands over your heart. And take a moment to acknowledge that you have everything you need inside you. We just need to be able to find it. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much, my yogis, and I hope that you feel ready to face your day in a very nurtured and informed way.